For most of us basketball fans, at some point, we talk about what we like more, college or NBA. For me, one made me fall in love with the game, the other has and will always be very special and personal to me. I wanted to take a look at both and have a good, honest breakdown of the comparison of college and NBA basketball, but this is the Land Dumb channel here. I hope you didn't come expecting some serious video essay. We're gonna have fun, we're gonna be biased, and we're gonna watch this cool intro I made to this Beach Boys song I like.
Right in front of us to Abdul-Rahman at midcourt, extra pass, and it goes for the win! The three-pointer! 7 straight points by Iverson.
Hey all you real basketball fans. I can't stand the NBA. All these kids, all they know is how to shoot threes. They don't play defense. I just can't stand the NBA anymore. All they do is flop around and shoot threes. I'm gonna watch college because those kids, they really play hard. Do you think Shai Gilgeous-Alexander even knows what a 1-3-1 defense is? Yo, Dad, you see Luka had 30 points and 20 rebounds tonight? Well, there's no defense. I mean, Moses Malone would have had 50 points on that Hawks defense. Why are we even watching a game from this is the game from 2014, Dad. This is not just a college team, son. This is the Duke Blue Devils. They're a 2-3 defense. They're a 2-3 defense. Yo, trap. Sports fans, thanks for joining me. My name is Landon, but on here I go by Land Dumb because I'm still watching NBA regular season games in 2024. Like, who could be more stupid? You guys love basketball, or at least like it enough to be watching some guy talk about it, but I think we can all get to a point where we're agreeing that the NBA regular season has become much more of a more uninteresting product than it has been in the past. And I know the classic meme, oh, NBA fans, they don't even like their own sport. They can't even watch their own regular season. But let's face it, no one, and I mean ain't no one, trying to watch 82 games of that mid. Honestly, the NBA has sort of become that sport that I like to keep up with. I don't really watch many full games, but I'll kind of just flip through Twitter and Instagram every couple nights to see what's going on. But watching full games, out of the question. But this year especially, I've been really engaged in college basketball more than NBA. You know, it could be because my Iowa State Cyclones were a 2 seed and they were doing really well at the time of making this video. And my favorite basketball player, Steph Curry, and the Golden State Warriors, you need to accept cookies on the NBA app to even see where they're at in the standings. But I've been straight up on that college grind. During the regular season, I'm watching Houston and Baylor. I'm watching UConn versus Marquette. Teams I just don't normally look forward my whole day to watching. I mean, what's wrong with me? Like, I like the NBA. I just don't want to watch it. So I was like, I'm just going to make a video talking about the NBA, college basketball, and whatnot. I don't really know what I'm going to say, but let's go talk some basketball.
Oh, goodness. Connects. Got him.
People always be saying like, oh, college basketball is way more competitive. Those kids are actually playing for something every game, and it's team basketball. Okay, so like none of those things are really wrong, but they're all kind of said with discrediting the NBA in mind. Like, why can't we just have 2 good things to enjoy? Anyways though, college is generally a more energetic and involved atmosphere. There's nothing like watching your favorite team go head to head with another team maybe in state or out of state or in your conference, and you're there repping your state's team. It's just a lot more of a personal atmosphere to me, which is really why I enjoy it and why a lot of people like it too. But while researching this topic, let me tell you, there are some absolutely diabolical takes on this subject. This man right here, this is a very smart Reddit user, decided to make the claim that Virginia losing to a 16 seed is better than the 2016 NBA Finals. Yeah, in the wise words of Yusuf Nurkic,
that brother needed help.
Now, one of the reasons I like college more than NBA is because of kind of the quality of hooping you get. Okay, like, I hate to be the old guy there. I'm only 20 years old. I mean, I have the vertical of an old man.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!
I can do pretty much anything on the basketball court except jump. But college games do kind of have that team element to them. You got like offenses and defenses schemed out. They're planning against each other. What's going to work? What's not going to work? Full court presses in the first half. I watch a lot of Iowa State basketball, as you can tell. I know about those first half full court presses. You get those low percentage three-point shooting, the 70 to 60 game finishes. It's really nice. I can't even deny it anymore how fun it is to watch a college game, because in basketball sometimes it's more fun to watch a worse quality of game. It's because of the imperfections of each team not being able to shoot and make 15 threes a game or score 100 each game. If anything, people are probably more into college basketball because it reminds them of the old NBA. NBA has seen such a large scale scoring inflation in the last 5 years or so. Like the 2016 Golden State Warriors offensive rating was first in the league when they were dominating, and the rating they were playing at would rank below many teams in today's NBA. Not because the 2024 Oklahoma City Thunder are better than the 16 Warriors, the game is just played differently than it was then. College ball is more similar to the NBA when the three-point shot was definitely a strength of most teams. I'm not going to act like they don't shoot threes in college, but it's never usually the number one scoring option for most teams. And while 2000's NBA and current day college aren't the same at all, I think they're a lot more similar to the current NBA and older NBA. The season's also structured with less games. NBA in 2024 is just so tiring to watch. It's got more filler than Naruto Shippuden. Do I really want to watch Wednesday night Mavericks vs Knicks in January? Not really, because I have a life. No, I'm kidding. It's not because I don't like basketball. The games are just less competitive, and at the end of the day, who cares who wins? Teams can lose 30 plus games and still make the playoffs. Heck, you could lose 40 games and still make the playoffs these days. College is structured with less games, so the margin for error is much smaller. And while every conference tournaments, at the end of the season, they don't mean everything, they're always really competitive, and they blow the NBA's meaningless in-season tournament out of the water. Bragging rights and rivalries actually kind of mean something in college. Like, I legitimately don't like any team in the Big 12 besides ISU. I could care less about who is in the Golden State Warriors division. Also, the ranking system of top 25 in college is amazing and a great plus towards college. In NBA, yeah, you have conference standings. They matter towards the playoffs. But those standings can change so easily late in the season as long as you hang close enough. And now in the play-in tournament, you have teams that can lose lots of games, be the 10 seed, and still make the playoffs. College, if you lose like 2 to 3 really bad losses, and even if you still bounce back as a higher ranked team, those bad losses still matter a lot, which kind of makes every game really important. The NBA's 82 game schedule is a killer to the game's hype, to me at least. It just is. If there were like 50 games, it would be a lot better of a sport. 82 is simply too many, but they're probably not going to drop because they want to make money. All in all, I do prefer college currently, but the NBA isn't all bad. So let's go talk about the NBA for a little bit.
3-2 type of guy to defend other teams' small forwards.
Kyrie going to work on Brandon Knight.
Oh, no!
Obviously, all of you hoops lovers have at some point fallen in love with the game of basketball. That was most likely through the NBA. My dad watched Jordan and Kobe, I watched Stephen Curry and LeBron James. The NBA growing up was the sport to watch for basketball. I still watched college basketball, of course, but the NBA was just on a whole different level. The NBA isn't all bad. I think it's personally just a burnout on my end that's being so critical of it right now, because lots of people love pro ball and watch it nightly, all the way through the regular season. One thing that the NBA has that's never going to be taken away is the star factor. You can tune in to the league on pretty much any night. You're going to watch a game that has star players who are the best at their position in the whole world. You could watch LeBron James and Steph Curry go for 40 in a double overtime thriller that ends in amazing fashion. You probably won't get that in college. The NBA is kind of just more talked about in stars. Curry versus LeBron, Luka versus Booker, Tatum versus Jimmy Butler or Embiid or whatever. College is kind of more marketed as teams. It's like, you're not saying I'm going to watch Jared McCain versus RJ Davis. You're watching Duke versus North Carolina. The NBA is also just so skilled. Like 1 through 15 or whatever, guys on the back of the bench. I mean, we have this argument every single year.
UConn's an NBA team. Come on, Jay. They're not.
This Connecticut team versus the Detroit Pistons. So DraftKings decided they would come up with a point spread for me if the UConn men's team played the Detroit Pistons.
This is the dumbest argument I've ever heard. The skill level of NBA to college is like not even a competition. People don't realize how big the skill gap is. We've seen teams with excellent chemistry too. The NBA isn't like void of team play or anything, contrary to what a lot of college freaks say. The 2010 Spurs and Warriors had great team play, averaging like 30 assists per game. That's what made them so fun to watch. I mean, there's even teams nowadays. Take a look at the Denver Nuggets. Nikola Jokic is dishing out like 20 assists nightly. There's been great basketball in the past and present, but for some reason, night to night, the entertainment value just really isn't that great to me right now. Also, I know this video pretty much has just turned out as like an NBA hate video. I'm sorry. It's my opinion. I don't care. Go watch some other stupid commentary channel about sports. One of these issues with the NBA also is they are so afraid of small markets, which I despise. As someone who watches college a lot, I love seeing random schools pop up into the top 25 and get national TV games on ESPN. I love seeing the crowds of new hyped fans because their team got ranked. Like as an Iowa State fan, Hilton Coliseum is absolutely electric and regarded as one of the best arenas in the Big 12. And it's Iowa. Like, bruh, ain't no one expect Iowa to be a hype place for sports unless you're going to watch like Caitlin Clark or something like that. The NBA basically only likes New York, Miami, LA, Boston. Like they don't have any events in any other places. In other sports like football, small markets are celebrated. The NBA might be one of the only sports where they hate on small markets. Paolo Banchero is having an incredible season leading Orlando Magic to a high playoff seed, and he's putting up amazing numbers, and he gets like really average praise and press for it. Like this dude's a #1 overall draft pick. And when the Kings had their nice playoff run last year and stuff, everyone was freaking out because their fans are really loud and involved. Bro, that's what college games are like 75% of the time. Like this ain't nothing new. It's not like the NBA is bad. I still enjoy it. I'm still gonna watch the playoffs. I still watch Golden State from time to time, but college has just kind of proven to be the more consistently entertaining product to me. Also, just watch whatever you want. I don't care. I'm just some dude who loves basketball. I love sports. And I was like, you know what? I want to talk about why I actually am surprisingly really enjoying college basketball this year. So, you know what? Go wherever you want. I would encourage you to watch that Mavericks-Knicks game on a Tuesday night. Do whatever you want. But I think what needs to happen is the NBA needs to get rid of their 82-game schedule at all costs. But hey, if I was the commissioner, I'd shorten the season. So hey, if you want that, vote me for NBA Commissioner 2024. All right, that's all for me. Thanks to everybody for watching. I know I normally make like gaming videos and whatever the crap on this channel, but I'm switching it all to sports. So, you know, if you have watched me in the past, it's still going to be me. I'm still going to be making really similar videos that I used to make in the past, as I said in that last video. But thanks to all the new people for stopping by, because there's going to be sports content coming up here like a lot. If you enjoyed this, thanks for watching, and I really appreciate you for watching this. So you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.